Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Ashurina and most people calls me Ashi. So in today's video I'm going to make one of my favorite sweets in the world, which is pumpkin pie. I really want to thank everyone who subscribed to my channel and who is following me on Instagram and on Facebook. I really love you guys and I hope you are enjoying everything that I'm doing. Thanks. If you are new to my channel, then please go ahead and click that subscribe button below this video and let's get into it. So we will start by adding 300 grams of plain flour. To that I will add 40 grams of granulated sugar, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, half a teaspoon of allspices, a pinch of cardamom and a pinch of salt. Now we will add in 226 grams of freezing cold butter, and it's unsalted butter. If you have a food processor, you can add these in and then just pulse it a few times, but I'll just go ahead and do it by my hands. I've already cut the butter into small cubes. It will be easier for me combining the flour and the butter. And then you will just go ahead and press that butter into the flour. So remember, the butter should be cold. So as you can see, there's still a few big pieces of the butter. That's totally fine. Now I'll just drizzle some freezing cold water. So I have this straight from the freezer. I'll just drizzle some. Let's see. You don't want to add a lot of water, you just want this dough to almost come together. So don't add more water if your dough is just coming like this. This is all good. So now just add some flour to your working space. Now we won't knead this, we will just bring it together. If you feel that it's not coming together, then just add a little bit more water. Okay, so I'll cut this in half. And then just give it a push and make a desk shape, so it will be easier for you to roll the dough later. And we will place this in the fridge for about 1 hour, and we will see you then. And then after 1 hour, I'll take out the dough and leave it for just a few minutes for the dough to warm up a little bit, and then spread some flour and start rolling the dough. So you will roll it and turn it 180 degrees and roll, turn, and you will continue doing this until you have a very big dough that will fit your pan. And you need to have around extra 2 inches of the dough to cover the sides of your pan. Now I'll just roll the dough on my rolling pin. And then roll it back onto the pan. Okay. So now you will just kind of lift the dough and then push it into the pan. You don't want to need to stretch the dough, otherwise it will get cracked. And then just press using your index finger. And I'll just go ahead and trim the extras of my dough. And I'll fold a tiny bit of the dough, just like this, just to get a more beautiful edges. And now I'll just shape the edge of the dough, just using my index finger and my 2 thumbs. Just like this. Look how beautiful this is. Now I'll just cover this and leave it in the fridge for 10 minutes. Okay, now I'll pierce my dough because it will get steamy there and you don't want the dough to rise up from the middle. And then we will put some weight. So you can use parchment paper or foil and add some beans, and then we will bake it for 10 minutes on 160 degrees Celsius, and after that we will remove the foil and bake it for another 5 or 10 minutes. For the filling, here I have 3 large eggs. I'll just whisk them. And then I'll add 237 grams of heavy cream, that's 1 cup of heavy cream, and 120 grams of whole milk, and to whisk all of these together. I'll add 60 grams of brown sugar, For the spices, I'll add 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, half a teaspoon allspices, and half a teaspoon of ginger, 1/4 teaspoon of each nutmeg and cloves, and a pinch of salt. I'll just throw this in and whisk. Teaspoon of orange zest and the pumpkin. So you will need 450 grams of pumpkin puree, which is 2 cups. And to make your own pumpkin puree, which I always do, is very simple and very easy. I'll have the link above this video. You can go ahead and click there to see how to make your own pumpkin puree. Now, if you bake this filling like that, then you will have the sides of the filling cooked, but the center is not cooked because your filling is kind of cold. So what I always do is I warm up my filling just to get it warm to touch. You don't want to cook the eggs, and you need to put it on low heat and whisk. Okay, so here is my pie. I just got it out of the oven and I let it cool down for a bit, and then now I'll brush it with an egg and a tablespoon of cream whipped together. Just brush all the sides and the center of the pie. Now we will add our warm filling. Okay, and then we will tint our pie. So you will need a foil and then just put it around your pie and cover the crust only, because we need to bake this pie for 50 minutes and you don't want your crust to burn. So just cover it and we will remove it at the last 10 minutes. Bake this for 50 minutes on 160 degrees Celsius, and then you need to leave the pie inside your oven to cool down completely. So here is our beautiful pie. I'll just grab a piece just to show you how beautiful, creamy and rich this pie is. This is the best, guys. Just add some whipped cream and then enjoy the rest. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel.